Last Friday, Mac Miller released his seventh studio album, Balloonerism. But he passed away in 2018. So how does that work? I think there's this perception from some folks that posthumous albums are just labels trying to get that last squeeze out of an artist after they've passed on. But when done well, I think these projects offer a really great opportunity for fans to remember and connect back with an artist, while also allowing a grieving family to support itself in the incredibly difficult time that is losing a loved one. And this is what you see with Mac Miller's estate. His family and label have released 2 albums since he tragically passed away of a drug overdose in 2018. And I think in both instances, they added a lot to his catalog. Circles was maybe one of the most honest and personal albums in Mac's discography. And although this project was not complete at the time of Mac's passing, his close collaborator, John Bryan, was able to put the finishing touches and see Mac's vision through to the end. With Balloonerism, you have something much different. Most Mac Miller fans have known about this album since 2014. It's his lost project, held back by himself and the label for a number of reasons. But now we finally have it, and it's great. Listening to Balloonerism feels like you're in a time machine, sent back to Mac Miller at his most raw and emotional state. With a beautiful palette of organs, synths, and Thundercat bass lines, Mac speaks on his struggles with drug use and the redundancy of life at times. It's a powerful album with a powerful message, and I'm really glad we have it. In terms of posthumous releases, this is about as good as it gets, because unfortunately the grace with which Mac Miller's estate handles his art and his music is not the case with everybody else.
I have in my will that if I die, they can't put no post out.
With how easy it is to record music now, most artists have hundreds of unfinished and unreleased tracks, which are all owned by the label while they're under contract. This means that when an artist passes, the label is completely within its right to release that music at any time. And in many cases, this leads to a feeding frenzy of forced, disparaging albums and artists picking up verses from the dead to boost their streaming numbers. I think this is why we've seen artists like Tyler, the Creator, talk so specifically about how he does not want anything to be released after he dies. Legacy is such an important thing, and I think the idea that that legacy could be tarnished in a way that's completely out of your control is scary to a lot of musicians. In these situations, it's important that we do not blame the families, many of which are grieving and just trying to support themselves in this incredibly tough time and conditions that they're under. In my opinion, we should be looking at ourselves, the audience, and the industry as a whole. We glorify these artists that pass too soon and hold them in the highest regard, while the ones who are still alive oftentimes fade off into obscurity. And I think labels are very aware of this. So in a lot of cases, we see them scrape together any songs, verses, hooks, anything that they can find really to put out there into the world of fans that are always asking for more. It's really just an unfortunate situation that leaves a lot of artists planning for the worst while they're still here and thinking about how exactly they want their catalog and their music to be treated once they're gone. All of this being said, there is such a rich history of great posthumous albums that have come out after an artist passed away and have reignited their fan base and brought people together, and I think were important and absolutely should have come out. I just think that there are unfortunately situations that we run into now where you see verses kind of popping up on random tracks here and there, and they sound like they were an idea recorded on a voice memo. And to me, that's a clear cash grab, and a clear invasion of the legacy of these artists. And it just kind of begs the question of what labels and fans owe to the artists themselves, to respect the artist and respect that they're gone now and still enjoy the music that they gave to us while they were here, and not keep asking for more and more. Yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Go listen to the Mac Miller album. I think it's really special if you haven't already. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.